You've been prepped and disarmed. Do you have anything to declare before execution, Dr. Holliday?
No, I'm ready.
Very well. Enter through the gate on your right when it opens. Enter.
How did your instructional execution go this time, stranger?
Good.
As always.
Well done, soldier.
General Biggs seems impressed.
What's he doing here?
He's in the viewing room to assist Ken with my weapons training execution.
You must love that.
It wouldn't be so bad if you didn't insist on this joke with the electric chair. Not that funny, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm. Hilarious. What's that with you?
My recorder and notebook. I'll be mapping out the course in my field notes, and I'm testing my new recorder.
Testing it.
Research takes precedence to the hunt for me. I have to keep notes.
Ready when you are, Doctor.
Have fun.
Ready, Ken!
Remain poised and ready to react instantly. Pick up the compass from the chair. Make certain the compass is functioning properly. Run.
Good job. The ectoplasmic targeting system makes aiming second nature. What you got there is a Luger P-08. It's a 9mm semi-automatic sidearm with an 8-round magazine. Finally, when you aimed up or down, did it seem too fast or slow? You must move your weapons quickly, but not so fast that you can't control your aim.
One last technique when navigating darkness. Your night vision goggles will help you find your way. However, always beware the danger of bodies of water. Your goggles see through water as though it were not there.
Night vision goggles or multiple flashlight?
When the enemy attacks, don't just stand there like a civilian firing away. Back away while shooting, keeping maximum distance between yourself and the night crawlers. And if things get too close for comfort, run to a better shooting position. You just picked up, soldier. What you're holding now is a Delisle carbine, 45 caliber. It has a 7-round magazine and is designed to be a truly silent weapon. It is considered by many to be the most effective firearm of its type ever produced. Time to move on. You may find yourself in a situation with poor visibility. Strategize. Run to a better location, then turn and fight. It is often better to retreat back to familiar territory.
I must turn around quickly.
Just beyond the door, you'll find a melee weapon. Pick it up. This type of weapon will come in handy when you're out of ammo or fighting bulletproof night crawlers. Decapitation is a definitive solution. There is a catch, though. You gotta get up close. We've given you a large wooden stake, reasons you can probably guess. Whether or not you use it is up to you. Large weapons like that stake cannot be stored in your jacket. To use these, you must first ready the weapon by drawing it before you can brandish it. You put down the weapon when it's not drawn.
The rest of this training mission is up to you, Doctor. You must find the exit door by whatever means necessary. It is the only door with a lever. Return to the room with the electric chair to complete this training execution. Begin now.
I may need my map for this.
That is the final lesson of the day. Be ready for anything and never let your guard down. Proceed to the chair room to complete the execution. Instructional execution is complete.
If you found yourself running out of ammunition, you should try this training mission again to improve your accuracy.
We are finished here. Meet me in the sparring room so I may help you in your pre-mission meditation.
And Holiday, Colonel Hapscom pushed forward his briefing with you and Stranger to 1000 hours tomorrow. That's 1000 hours sharp.
Aye, sir. Stranger, where did you come from?
Same place as you.
That's impossible. I was just in the hall and... Never mind. Would you like to do the honors, stranger?
What do you think?
Then allow me. The world is a dark place.
Who will protect the world from darkness?
We will.
After you. Security here is a joke. Hasn't changed since Roosevelt founded Spook House in 1902. Been using the same password for decades. We're becoming predictable. Predictable is dangerous.
You are displaying a decided paranoia. No one even knows about this place.
Whoever it is, they won't have a hard time getting in here. And you won't be so confident when you're dead within the year.
What? Stranger, do you really have to be so morbid all the time? Just once might we hold a normal conversation?
I'll meet you in the Colonel's office. I want to talk with Svetlana. She should be in the training room with Rigson.
Justine, up all night again?
Unfortunately, yes.
Why didn't you call me? I could have helped. I was at the house all night.
I know, but I knew you must have been asleep. And since you usually don't wake me when you have to pull an all-nighter, I thought I could return the favor for once.
With as much time as we spend in this lab, Spook House should furnish us with a bed.
That would be nice. These dissecting tables are seriously lacking in comfort. I hear you're going out in the field. Be careful.
Don't worry. Just feed Dr. Faustus while I'm gone.
Will do. The Colonel's waiting for you. You'd better go.
Yes, a holiday. Please, have a seat.
Colonel, your message sounded urgent.
Where is the stranger?
Speaking with Svetlana. He'll be in shortly.
All right, let's bring you up to speed then. We've received news of some rather violent murders in Maryland. An old hermit named Rustin Parr walked into Burkittsville and announced that he was finally finished. When authorities searched his house, they discovered the bodies of 7 children in a cellar, all of them horribly mutilated, quite gruesomely.
Mutilated?
Ritualistically tortured before being killed. He'd carved symbols of some kind into their bodies. He disemboweled each of them. The entrails were never found.
Colonel,
The FBI sent agents to assist the local sheriff, and their reports lead us to believe there's more at work in that little town than the actions of one insane old man. Parr told police that he killed for an old woman ghost that lives in the woods. Well, that began the local recirculation of legends about the Blair Witch. I suppose I should have expected that reaction.
Yes, he doesn't like being sent anywhere he can't shoot something.
Nevertheless, I want you to go to Burkittsville and investigate. Call in stranger if you need help. If anyone asks, tell them that your niece has been missing for several months and that you think this Parr character might have had something to do with it. And do avoid confrontation. These people have been living a nightmare. Frightening them any further simply will not do.
I'll keep that in mind, Colonel.
good thing. Definitely a debt you don't need.
I was thinking same thing. Where's Justine? Away. She said sorry she could not stay and be careful on your mission. I see you are traveling light, as usual. Yes, well, we mortals have to depend on our equipment. Right, stranger? Speaking of which, damn it, stranger! You've been going through my things again. Now, how many times do I have to tell you hands off? Svetlana, I'm going to need my spectral proximity sensor. Are you finished with it? Yeah, I was actually returning it.
Expecting ghosts in the woods?
You never know what's out there.
I know what's not out there.
You see, Svetlana, since Stranger has never found evidence to substantiate any of the Black Hills legends, Blair Witch or otherwise, the case is closed, as far as he's concerned.
If something's not there, it's not there. You can look all you want.
You never had the SPS before, so you could have been surrounded by ghosts the entire time and never known it. I'll find out for sure.
What are you packing?
Ugh. It's the Enhanced Charged Radiance Emitter.
A glorified flashlight at best.
It seems you found it useful in Germany.
So the Blair Witch is a vampire.
Well, that's not likely. But either way, I'll be prepared. Besides, I've made some enhancements. The charge time is decreased, and it operates on a far wider spectrum. I'm hoping it also affects ghosts and specters.
Taking anything that shoots real bullets?
My Luger and a Delisle carbine.
Good choices. Quiet. Colonel's advice, huh? Ah, yes. Mustn't forget your trusty recorder.
Oh, it's more than a recorder. It can also manipulate audio signals. With it, I can hear sounds that are normally undetectable.
And the fancy camera you modified.
Photographic records are essential to my research. Well, I guess that's about everything. Good luck, Doctor. Not going to wish me luck?
If you still need luck with all that gear, you're really in trouble. Oh, and be sure and call me if you run into any actual monsters.
Welcome to Burkittsville, ma'am.
I'd like a room, please.
Certainly. Will your husband be joining you?
I'm not married.
I see. So you're traveling alone then?
I am. Is there a problem?
Oh, certainly not, ma'am. No problem at all. We just don't get many visitors through here, that's all. Except for the reporters, of course. The last of them finally cleared out this morning. Good riddance, I say.
So what did happen then, exactly?
God only knows what the papers outside of town are saying. I'm sure they're having a field day with it. Not that the story isn't terrific enough as it is. Our local paper, the Register, will give you the best account. You should see about picking up a copy. Here's your key. I put you in room 4. How long do you think you'll be staying with us?
A few days, I imagine. Field Notes of Dr. Elspeth Holliday, Burkittsville, Maryland, July 21st, 1941. I've only been here half an hour, and already the small-town attitude is getting on my nerves. The manager at Burkittsville's only inn just stood there waiting for my husband to show up. Guess he's never seen a woman traveling alone. I'll see the sheriff next, play up my cover story, and maybe aim for a little pity. The helpless woman routine should go over easily in this town.
I hate to pry, but what brings you to the town of Burkittsville, anyway?
Actually, I'm here on rather grim business. I have a sister who lives in Martinsburg. A few months ago, her daughter disappeared.
Oh, my. That's just awful, ma'am. You don't think Rustin Parr?
After 3 months, we're desperate to find any clue. So, what do you know about Pa?
Not much. Parr was a hermit. He only came into town when he had to. No one really knew old Rustin.
Closed. I'll have to come back tomorrow. I suppose I should head over to the diner, get something to eat. Maybe I can pick up some local gossip.
This must be where pies go when they die.
Hi, honey. My name's Gretchen. What can I get for you today?
I'll just have the blue plate special, thank you.
I'm Peter Durant. Gretchen here owns this place, and she's the best darn cook in the county.
Oh, Peter, stop. You're new in town, aren't you?
No, I'm just visiting. My name's Elspeth Holliday. It's nice to meet you.
What brings you to Burkittsville? You're not another reporter, I hope.
Oh, no. My sister's daughter disappeared a few months ago in Martinsburg.
Oh, no, honey. That's just awful.
Terrible. You don't think Rustin Parr had anything to do with it, do you?
I certainly hope not, but it is possible. I'm in town to talk to the sheriff who investigated the case.
The sheriff's name is Damon Bowers. Town hall is down the street on the other side of the church.
Thank you. Mr. Durant, if you don't mind my asking, what is your occupation?
Not rude at all. I'm a librarian and head of the Burkittsville Historical Society.
An historian? Ah, any areas of expertise?
Well, just the history of Burkittsville. I guess you could call me an authority. I've been studying it all my life.
Ah, interesting.
Oh, it really is. We have quite a colorful history here. These recent events have brought to light one of our oldest legends, stories about the Blair Witch.
I've heard a few of the stories, but I don't really believe in that sort of thing.
I do. I witnessed it myself. When I was a kid, a girl I knew named Robin Weaver disappeared in the woods.
What happened to her?
She eventually made her way back to town.
And?
Oh, it wasn't what happened to her that scared me. Heck, it still scares me now. This might sound silly, but I'd rather not tell the story at night. If you are interested in our history, come by the library tomorrow. We have plenty of written documentation. And if you pry, I may tell you my account of the Robin Weaver story.
I might take you up on that offer. Now, you said this girl, Robin Weaver, came out all right? What happened while she was gone?
You should ask her. She still lives here. Careful, though. She's a little peculiar.
Gretchen.
It's true, Peter.
That may be, but, Miss Holliday, Robin Weaver's always been a bit eccentric, even when she was a child. She keeps to herself most of the time now and would probably prefer being left alone.
You know, you should stop by the newspaper office. The editor's name is Horace Gersten. He's been there a long time. He could tell you a lot of stories. It's pretty late now, but with the madness of the trial and all, he's been keeping some late hours. I bet he's still there.
Where is the newspaper office?
It's up the road a ways, right across the street from the library. Keep Horace in mind if you need any information that you can't get from Peter. As for Parr specifically, try talking to people who knew the victims. Anyone that knows Kyle Brody might help. Kyle's the boy that escaped from Rustin Parr. Word is he was forced to face the coroner and listen as Parr did horrible things to those children. Can you imagine? He hasn't spoken a single word since he got back. But his teacher at the school is close to all the children of Burkittsville. Maybe she can help you. Oh, honey, I've been talking your ear off. Your dinner's getting cold. You go on and eat now.
I've just met the town's librarian, Peter Durant, who promises to have a lot of information about local legends and mythology. So I'll visit the library tomorrow. Burkittsville residents are no strangers to the Blair Witch legends. Interesting that no one seems to have any first-hand experience with a witch, but nearly everyone claims to know someone who has, or know someone who knows someone. Hello.
Daniel Cole. What do you want?
I'm looking for my niece.
She's not here.
Thank you. I can see that. But she's been missing for months. We think she's been kidnapped. Or perhaps Rustin Parr.
I told the police everything I know about Parr.
He came in here and said, "I'm finally finished." Then the police found the missing kids at his place. End of story. Now, is there anything you'd like to buy? This is a store, after all. I'd appreciate it if you left now.
I'm feeling less and less welcome in Burkittsville. The owner of the general store, one Daniel Cole, all but chased me off his premises. The hoopla surrounding Parr's trial has worn the nerves of this town pretty thin.
Oh, snuck up on me, huh? What can I do you for?
Sorry, I didn't mean to surprise you. My name is Elspeth Holliday. Gretchen, at the diner, told me I should speak to a Horace Gersten.
Yep, that's me. You a reporter? If so, you've already met the best source of news in town. That Gretchen's faster than the AP wire. You're too late for the big story, though.
So I've heard. But I'm not a reporter, and that's not why I'm here. Well, not directly, anyway.
I see. Well, this sounds interesting.
My 8-year-old niece has been missing for months. I'm trying to find some information about Rustin Parr.
Well, you came to the right place. I can give you the morning edition. It'll bring you up to date.
Oh, that would be wonderful. You seem awfully busy. You've broken the big story, haven't you?
Oh, already wrapped that. I'm on to a bigger one. This town ain't seen nothing yet.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Parr?
Well, I could, but, well, you'd probably better talk to the sheriff first. Have you met Junior?
I checked there, but he's already left.
Yeah, it is getting pretty late. Since Parr came down from the woods, I've been burning both ends to try and stay on top of things. Probably time to close up shop here, too. I'd try to catch the sheriff first thing in the morning. Feel free to come back if you have any more questions.
A current issue of the Register, Burkittsville's only paper.
Ma'am, how was your first day in Burkittsville?
A long one. Tomorrow will be worse, I'm afraid. I'm planning on visiting Rustin Parr's place.
You realize it's a 4-hour walk, right? Do you even have a map?
No. Where can I get one?
Don't rightly know. The general store up the street, maybe? But, well, you just be careful, ma'am. Those woods are plenty dangerous.
Wild animals?
Animals? No, ma'am. Animals stay out of those woods. They know better. Sometimes animals have more sense than people.
So what should I be careful of?
I pray to God you don't find out. And just stay away from Tappy East Creek. That's where she lives.
Who?
About 100 years ago, she reached her pale white hand out of the water and pulled a little girl into the river. They never found the body. She's still down there in the water, waiting for another victim.
You're talking about the Blair Witch.
Don't ever want to say that. She hears you when you say her name. Stay away from that creek, man. For the love of God, stay away from that forest altogether. Now, good night.
There's no phone in this room. Oh, how am I supposed to check in with Spook House? I'll have to talk to that innkeeper about it tomorrow. I can track it with my spectral proximity sensor. Hello? Anybody here? Is that the sheriff? What's he about then? Excuse me, are you a Damite? What the hell is going on here? I've never heard of Damites this far north.
This must be where pies go when they die.
We're going to get you. Yeah. We're going to get you. Yeah. We will hurt us. We're going to get you. More. Run, little girl. We're going to get you.
Come on.
What do you want from me?
We are your dad.
What have I done? I've killed all of them. I just had the most disturbing dream. The people of Burkittsville turned into horrible creatures. I killed all of them, but then they transformed back into humans. I had no choice. I lost control of myself. I killed those people. I remember seeing the stranger. He was standing above me, looking down. God, I was dead. I was shot through the head. But the gun was in my hand. I wonder what it all means. This town must be really getting to me. I wish I'd just fled from the monsters, ran into the forest or something so I wouldn't have been forced to kill them.
Miss Holliday.
Hello.
Enjoying your stay so far?
Well, I might fare better if I had a telephone in my room.
Oh, well, you see, this is a small town. We only got 2 phones. One's in the sheriff's office. The other's at the school in case of emergencies. We got a couple of telegraph machines, though. I got one right here.
That will do. Can you send a wire now?
Suppose so. Where to?
This address, please.
Ready.
Have some leads. Stop. Tell S to stay home. Stop. Love, Elspeth. Stop.
All done.
Thank you.
Still planning on going into that forest?
Yes, I am.
Your funeral?
Hold it. Stop right there.
Are you Sheriff Bowers?
I know why you're here. Martinsburg's out of my jurisdiction. Check with the sheriff there.
We've done that, thank you. But there's been no sign of Jenny since she vanished. We are completely out of leads, and my sister's getting desperate. So I decided to come here and see...
And you think Rustin Parr took your niece? Listen, lady. 8 children disappeared from this town. One of them is back home right now, staring at the corner of his room. The other 7 we dug out of shallow graves in Parr's basement. We searched every corner of that house. There was nothing else there. Be on your way.
Sheriff had a point, you know. All 7 kids we found in Parr's basement were local kids.
I'd like to see his house.
The Parr place? Yeah. Well, you see, the day they sentenced Parr, a lot of folks, well, they got all worked up and went out to his house, burned it to the ground.
They destroyed the house?
Now, these people have been through hell this year. Now, I'm not excusing what they did, but tempers were running hot. Some of these people lost their children. And it's not like there was anything left out there anyway. We went over the entire place with a fine-tooth comb. We found everything we needed to put Parr away for good. This trial was quick.
Is there any way I could talk to the judge who presided? I've got some questions I'd like to ask.
Well, that trial must have worn him out because he just, up and left without telling anyone. I came in and that sign was on the door. It's not really like him, but he's earned a few days off. Sorry, ma'am. If there's anything else we can do to help.
Charlie, get in here.
How might I speak to Pa myself?
Hobart, that'll be enough of that. We got our hands plenty full around here without having the problems of other towns dumped in our laps. Now you go take your troubles to Sheriff Bram in Martinsburg. You leave me and my officers alone. You got it? The Parr case is closed.
The sheriff has proven less than helpful. He's on edge and openly hostile to me. The deputy, on the other hand, might be willing to help. I should talk to him when the sheriff isn't around. That these people destroyed the crime scene is infuriating. There's no way that this backwater sheriff could have found the clues that I suspect littered that place. So much evidence lost. I've been here before, in that dream. Even the window is shattered.
Oh, hello there, young lady. I was so deep in prayer I didn't hear you come in.
I can return later if you're busy.
Nonsense. God is eternal. He'll always be there when I return. But you're here now. You must be Elspeth Holliday. What can I do for you?
Word gets around fast in this town.
I'll say a prayer for your niece.
I'd rather find an explanation in Burkittsville. After the Rustin Parr trial, I started wondering if maybe he...
Oh, no, not possible.
Well, is there anything at all you can tell me about Parr?
His is a lost soul.
That's all? Oh, out of curiosity, what happened to that stained glass window behind you?
It's a mystery. I just found it that way last Sunday morning.
Ah, nice to see you again, Miss Holliday. Still interested in learning about our local legends?
Absolutely.
This book will reveal many things to you. As a single source, it doesn't constitute proof, but I have other volumes that verify its claims.
Well, books can only explain so much, but thank you. I'm sure I'll find it fascinating. Finally, I found someone in this little town that doesn't get on my nerves. The town librarian, Peter Durant, is well educated and quite helpful. He also seems to be the sole link to the real history of Burkittsville. I tried to instill some doubt in him, but he's rock solid in his beliefs. He gave me a book entitled Frederick County Tales of the Supernatural. Mostly superstitions and local folklore. The few entries that mention the Blair Witch don't offer anything beyond what Spookhouse has already gathered. Is this everything that's been written concerning the Blair Witch?
Believe any of it now?
Interesting, but hardly conclusive. I was wondering if you might have a map of the forest.
You should see about getting a map from the sheriff's office. They made one when they went out there to investigate Parr's house.
By the way, the Robin Weaver incident was mentioned in the book you loaned me. Since you were actually there, do you remember anything they might have missed?
Well, there was one man that stands out in my mind. He came in right in the middle of everything. He had a massive wound on his head and claimed he had no memory. Robin Weaver's grandmother called him some biblical name. What was it? Oh, yes. Lazarus, like the man that was raised from the dead. I talked to him briefly, skeptical of his intentions, but I doubt he had anything to do with Robin's disappearance. He was pretty keen on finding her.
What happened to him?
I'm not sure. Just sort of disappeared. Maybe the witch got him. Please, have a look around, and come by anytime.
I'm still working hard to finish this story. Had a chance to see the sheriff yet?
The sheriff doesn't seem interested in my case.
Yeah, the Parr murders have taken a big toll on old Junior.
I've been told several stories about the Blair Witch.
Yeah, and you've been in town, what, a day? I've heard 'em all. There's definitely something in those woods, though. You ever been out there?
No, but I plan to.
Well, don't become a headline, Miss Holliday. Feel free to come back if you have any more questions.
I'd like to purchase a map of the forest.
Lady, I have maps of streets. They don't make maps of forests. I'm not running a tourist shop here. Anything else I can help you with? I'd appreciate it if you left now. Either buy something or leave.
Welcome back, Miss Holliday. Sleep well last night?
Oh, not really. I had the most disturbing dream.
Haven't we all? I doubt anybody in this town's getting much sleep lately. Can I get you something to eat?
Just coffee, thanks.
So, have you talked to the sheriff about your niece yet?
I did, unfortunately.
Ooh, I think I know what you mean. He's not a particularly jolly fellow to begin with. To be quite honest, sometimes he's even downright mean, especially to women. But he's been unusually cranky even for him. Speak of the devil.
Gretchen.
Hello yourself. What can I get for you? The usual?
You bet.
Talk to you later, hon.
Now's my chance to speak to the deputy alone. He obviously wanted to talk before, but the sheriff put a quick stop to that.
Ma'am? Miss Holliday?
Yes?
Well, since the sheriff isn't here right now, I wanted to tell you. Well, I can't offer you much help, but this might be of some use. Every so often I find these crazy stick figures in Parr's cell. And for the life of me, I can't figure out how he gets them in there.
Would you be able to give one to me?
Well, I had no need of them, so I've always thrown them out. Sorry. I wish there was more I could do to help.
Well, actually, there is. Do you have a map that would lead me to Pa's house?
You know, there's nothing left out there but smoldering wood.
Yes, but I still need to see it for myself. Look, I'm sure we don't have much time before the sheriff gets back, and I can't waste it playing games. You seem like a good man, and I hope I can trust you.
Trust me with what?
I'm a doctor, working for a secret government agency that deals specifically with cases like Rustin Parr's.
What? And what agency would that be?
If I told you, it wouldn't be much of a secret, would it?
I suppose not. What about your missing niece?
The missing niece is a fabrication, a cover story. It's important that you believe me now, Mr. Hobart.
Call me Charlie. You know, Sheriff Bowers would lock you up if he heard the things you just told me.
I know, but I had to take that chance. Please, Charlie, I need that map.
The sheriff would have my hide if he found it missing. But I tell you what, we just won't tell him, will we? I gotta warn you, though, the map isn't complete. It'll get you close, but you'll have to find the house on your own once you get there. The path leading into the forest is behind the school.
Thank you, Charlie. Excuse me?
Oh, good Lord. Hello there. I'm sorry. I must have drifted off.
I can return later if you like.
No, don't rush off. I'm Suzanne Ascot. Can I help you?
My name is Elspeth Holliday. I'm here in search of my missing niece.
Oh, no. This nightmare is endless.
Are you all right?
All right? How could I possibly be all right? Over half my students were slaughtered. My children.
I know what's happened must have taken a terrible toll on you. I wish there was something I could do.
You'll have to excuse me. I haven't been myself lately. No, there's nothing you can do for me. Thank you, though. I'm terribly sorry about your niece.
Why don't you just leave town? Get away for a while.
If it were only that easy. But that's up to my husband.
Your husband?
Mm-hmm. Stephen Ascot, pastor of the church. I've asked him, begged him to move away, but he refuses. He says that without him, no one would be left in the town to appeal to God. Satan would swallow Burkittsville whole. But we've already lost 8 of our beautiful children.
8? Now, I thought only 7 died.
Mm-hmm. Kyle Brody. Well, he isn't dead, but how could anyone say he's alive? Poor boy. He'll never be the same.
What's wrong with him?
After he escaped from Parr, he became unreachable. He doesn't eat, he doesn't sleep, he doesn't talk.
That's awful. He must have been severely traumatized.
I just wish there was some way to pull those terrible memories out of his head.
I do too.
Especially after a glimpse of what's in his mind. He drew this a few weeks ago. Some weird scribbles and symbols with the words, "Leave me alone."
That is disturbing.
Yes, I know. I almost stopped going by to check on him after I saw this. It's just so heartbreaking.
Would you mind if I kept this?
Well, if you want it. I know I'd be happy never to see it again.
Would it be possible for me to see Kyle?
That's not a good idea. He's not big on strangers anymore.
He's not the only one.
You could always try, though. I'd love to have your help if you think there's a way you can break through to him. The Brody house is out behind the hotel.
The children Parr murdered accounted for half of the town's child population, and now it seems that the one survivor, a boy named Kyle Brody, is lost in a world of his own. The local schoolteacher, Suzanne Ascott, has been keeping track of Kyle's progress during his recovery from the abduction. She showed me one of the boy's drawings. There are strange symbols in the sketch that resemble alphabetic characters. Almost runic, but nothing I recognize. There might be something more to these markings. Perhaps Kyle saw these symbols at Rustin Parr's house. If the townspeople hadn't burned the place to the ground, I could get samples and possibly translate the alphabet. Kyle Brody's house is behind the motel. I'll try to meet with him myself.
How can I help you, ma'am?
Mrs. Brody, I'm Elspeth Holliday. My sister...
Yes, I've heard about you, and I am sorry for your loss, but you'll find no answers here.
I'd like to speak with Kyle to see if he remembers anything about Jenny.
You will do no such thing. Listen, Miss Holliday, I know the pain your family must be going through, but I don't know if my son will ever be the same. Some days he seems like he's making progress, and then he slips back away from me. It's a mother's worst nightmare. Since they found him in Parr, he's been like the walking dead. Oh, God, it rips my heart out to see him like this every day. Please, just go away. Just go. Don't bother my family anymore, for God's sake. We've been through enough. Goodbye, Miss Holliday.
Just met Kyle Brody's mother. She's in pretty bad shape, and the boy's even worse. He sits on his porch, staring blankly off into space and clutching a ragged teddy bear. I'm convinced now that Parr was practicing some form of black magic. The symbols in Kyle's sketch are too uniform to be random scrawlings. They must be characters of some sort of alphabet, something that burned into his memory. They have some similarity with the demonic scripture I've seen. But how would Rustin Parr have learned a demon's alphabet? I'm ready to go into the woods now. I better take my gear with me. I'm ready to go into the woods now. I better take my gear with me.
Finally, to Pa's house, and perhaps visit Coffin Rock as well. The map grows awfully vague this far from town. I'm close to Pa's house, but I'll have to fill in my own details from here. I smell burnt wood. Pa's house must be nearby. So this is Coffin Rock, and I have to say I can feel something. There's something oppressive about this area. The air feels thick, dank, but charged with electricity. My senses aren't picking up anything, no ghosts anywhere, but this is definitely a place that has witnessed evil. I wish I could bring the whole team out here, but it would obviously attract too much attention. Pa's house can't be too far away now. Something very strange has happened. I've entered an area of unnatural darkness. I heard strange sounds and saw some sort of movement. Things seem to be back to normal now. I'll need to analyze my recordings of those odd noises. This is strange. Someone has placed piles of stones and odd stick figures here. They appear to be roughly in the shape of a human. Perhaps it's ceremonial or symbolic. I don't know if these stones have anything to do with what I just experienced, but there seems to be a deliberate purpose to their arrangement. If there is witchcraft involved, there's no telling what sort of booby traps are attached to these things. I'd best leave everything as is. I found Parr's house. Well, what's left of it anyway. The people from Burkittsville were quite thorough in demolishing this place. I was hoping that some of the interior would have survived, but they've nearly leveled the place. But there were markings on the wall. I can just barely make them out. Honestly, if I'd only been able to see these before the house was burned down. Perhaps if I wipe some of this grime away... Oh, it's no use. The walls are too burnt. Where did my kerchief go? Huh, it couldn't have just disappeared. Well, there's nothing more I can do here. Time to move on. There just might be something in these woods. I certainly can't explain that brief darkness. I'll have to look into that when I get back into town. Something powerful is hiding in these woods. Spook House requires more than just a bad feeling to warrant a full investigation. Unless I actually see anything, this case is closed. I need to get back to my hotel room. I'll report to Spook House that I've found nothing. Right, back to the hotel. I'll let Spook House know I've found nothing. That should amuse Stranger. I don't remember the path turning like this before. This doesn't correspond to the map.
Here again? Well, now I'm positive I've been walking in circles. Admit it, Elspeth. You are lost. How are you going to find your way back now?
Va, Otama. Welcome to my home. Please, come in.
Thank you. I'm Elspeth Holliday.
Call me Askaya Gigoi. In these woods, you should hold your name close to your heart. When someone knows your true name, they have power over you.
But didn't you just tell me your name?
No, I told you what you may call me. My true name, I keep to myself.
I see.
Worry not. I will protect your name.
I followed a white owl here.
De Asja. The white owl is a symbol of great wisdom. It only reveals itself to those who are truly worthy. You must tell me now what it is you seek.
I'm in search of my niece, Jenny.
There is no need for you to lie.
I don't know what you mean.
You have no sister. You have two brothers, one elder, one younger.
How do you know that?
I told you, names are powerful things.
All right. I'm here in search of the Blair Witch.
I see. And do you truly believe in such things as witches?
I've seen witchcraft, actually performed some myself.
Yes, I see that. I can also sense that you prefer not to rely on any powers beyond your own. You open your heart only to what your eyes and ears tell you.
That's true, but all I've encountered here are myths and legends.
All myths and legends are rooted in truth.
I'm not so sure.
It may be merely a grain of truth, but it is there always.
Are you saying the Blair Witch exists?
I've heard the stories of your Blair Witch. I've known these woods for many years, and never have I seen such a witch.
What have you seen?
When the white man settled these lands, he brought his own evils with him. But this land was not without evil even before the arrival of the white man. Even before my people lived here. This is Givnur, or sight. While you wear it, you may see signs of the evil that was here even before this forest.
Givnur?
Now, return to your people. Givnur will allow you to find your way back. They change these woods. The forest twists under your feet, causing you to walk in circles. With Givnur, you may find your way out. But take heed. There are forces stronger than Givnur, and its sight might not always work.
Why are you helping me?
Because you are in need of help. And you are the only person who can help me.
Can't you give me a straight answer?
You, of all people, should understand the importance of keeping secrets. Is that not your task? Hiding the truth from those who would suffer by knowing.
How could you know that?
Knowing the truth is simple. Knowing what to do with it is not.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
I can tell you many things, but you have to know which questions to ask. Come back to me once you've learned more about this place. You'll have questions then, and I will have answers.
Thank you for your help.
We help each other.
I've just met a peculiar native man named Asgaya Gagoi. He claims, well, he said many things. Extremely puzzling. He knew some very specific things about me that he couldn't possibly have known. He displays authentic perception. He warned me to keep my name secret. Usually, though, such precautions are encountered with demonology. Demons. He implied that the evil that occupies these woods existed before Ellie Kedward or any other white settlers. So even before the Blair Witch, there was something dark in this forest. I'll have to check the library for Native American folklore about demons in these hills. I wonder if the Blair Witch made some pact with a local demon. Oh, night has fallen. I've got to get back to town. I've just killed a creature that I can only describe as a monstrous black dog. I fail to see any connection, however, between this beast and the Blair Witch. Dogs like this aren't traditionally familiars to witches. seems to be light. This wasn't here before. Some sort of structure. Not physical, but I can still see it. Oh, the Givna necklace as Gaia gave me. As much as I hate the thought of trekking back out here tomorrow, it's getting a little too late for comfort. I can follow my map back to town. These trees are blocking my way. The creature I just destroyed was enormous. Oh, here's hoping there aren't any more that size around here. Finally, the path back to town. Maybe I can get back in time to get a couple hours sleep before dawn. There is no way I could have missed that before. Either it wasn't there, or I couldn't see it because I didn't have this amulet. I didn't plan on running through my supplies so quickly. I'll have to get more before returning to the forest.
Good morning, Miss Holliday. I hope I'm not bothering you.
No, not at all. I was just on my way out. What brings you here?
Well, I'm not supposed to be over here, but here you go. This is our report on the Parr incident. We never released those drawings, for the family's sake, so if you could keep them under wraps.
Thank you. This will help immensely.
Sorry they aren't photos. Our department doesn't have a camera, so Sheriff Bowers makes me draw crime scenes.
Don't apologize. These are very detailed.
There's something else. I watched Parr's cell again last night, and I found this. Still have no idea how he keeps getting the sticks to make them. He's no help either. Claims the witch put him there. Crazy.
Thank you, Charlie.
Well, I better go. Sheriff's keeping a sharp eye on me.
This information never made it to the newspapers, and I can see why. All of the victims had ritualistic markings on them. This stickman is similar to the shape in the Brody sketch, and the Givna Tawana as Gaia gave me.
What are you doing? Have you been to the woods? Did you find what you were looking for?
Not yet. Might I send another telegram?
Same place as before?
Yes, please.
Whenever you're ready.
Big flashlight almost dead. Stop. Mild lead poisoning. Stop. No doctor in town. Stop. Send remedy quickly. Stop. Love, Elspeth. Stop.
You're feeling poorly. We can go to the sheriff's and call a doctor for you.
No, that won't be necessary. My sister can send along a homemade remedy from our mother.
Hope you get to feeling better, Miss Holliday.
Police report on the Parr incident. Do you have any books on Native American folklore?
Well, I'm afraid I don't have much written by Native Americans. There is this book, though. An explorer wrote it during the early 1700s. He had Native American guides, and he wrote a lot about their beliefs and customs. Here you go.
This book, The Ancient Evil of the New World, is supposedly non-fictional accounts of real-life legends from the Black Hills. I'll duplicate some of the more probable entries from the book into my field notes. They may prove to have no more substance than the rest. However, if some of these things are for real, I underestimated the magnitude of this mission.
Yep, Burkittsville has a strange history. Amazing stuff. Please, have a look around, and come by anytime. Please, have a look around, and come by anytime.
How's the story progressing?
Whew, Nellie, even I don't believe it. Just have to start the presses, and then I'm off to the sheriff's with the evidence.
Can you tell me?
Oh, no, not so fast. You can read all about it in the morning edition.
So what can I get for you today?
Nothing right now, thank you. Did a parcel arrive for me?
No, ma'am. Can't say that it has. Hope you get to feeling better, Miss Holliday.
Oh, Justine!
Hey, brought those remedies you needed.
Why didn't Spookhouse just send a courier?
Can't have this stuff falling into enemy hands.
Well, I'm happy to see you. Come on, it's the last room on the end. You did bring my ECRE pistol, didn't you?
Right here. Had a chance to test the rifle yet?
Oh, too many times, but it works quite well.
I wasn't sure how badly you were needing it, so I brought 2 of your modified batteries to give your big gun some extra power.
Fabulous. I underestimated this mission when I left. Thank you so much for coming, Justine.
You need anything else?
No, I have it under control. Thanks. If things get any worse, I'll call in the stranger. Now you better get going. I have a lot more work to do. Thanks again, Justine. I'm ready to go into the woods now. I better take my gear with me.
I just got off the phone with the sheriff of Martinsburg.
An old chum of yours?
He's never heard of you. Didn't you say you talked to him before coming here? No one's gone missing from Martinsburg since '34.
Oh, you don't say. I'll have to tell that to my sister.
Now, you haven't done anything illegal, as far as I can tell. But I got my eye on you. You step out of line, you're mine. You get me, little lady?
Thank you, Sheriff. I appreciate your concern. Blast! The local sheriff knows my cover story is bogus. He could stir up some serious trouble if he wanted to. I should try to keep my distance.
Where have you been? I thought it was burnt. Are you okay? Emily, you shouldn't talk to her. My mom says she's... No, wait!
Hello? Hello? What's your name?
Mary Brown.
Shouldn't you be in school?
Miss Ascot sent us home early today. She's not doing very well.
Really? Why is that?
She misses the other kids.
Were they your friends?
Not really. Just Kyle. But he's not the same anymore.
Who were you talking to just now?
Nobody. I was talking to myself.
You look sad.
I can't find Mr. Brownie.
Mr. Brownie?
He's been gone for a few days.
What does he look like?
He's brown.
Well, could you be more specific?
Well, he's got soft fur.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Bye now. How peculiar. I just met a local girl named Mary Brown. She was talking to someone, but there was no one else with her. She claimed she was talking to herself, but I swear she used the name Emily. And one of the girls that Rustin Parr killed was named Emily Hollins. I should review the recording of her conversation just to be sure. Also, she seems to have lost some sort of pet, a Mr. Brownie. If I find it, I'll be sure to return it.
Did you hear?
About what?
I just got a phone call. The judge wasn't on vacation. He was murdered, and they found the body at the general store. Sheriff Bowers just arrested Daniel Cole. I'm heading over to find out more.
Suzanne Ascot just informed me that Rustin Parr's judge was murdered. Daniel Cole, the shopkeeper, has been arrested. I don't know if this has anything to do with Rustin Parr, but it's almost too great a coincidence to ignore. I get the feeling that something even larger is at work here.
More of the devil's work. Oh, sometimes I feel like I'm losing the battle.
Always thought he was a big bully.
Can you believe it?
This story just gets darker and darker.
Oh, wrong. This wasn't supposed to happen. All could have been prevented. All my fault.
What happened?
We got worried when we still hadn't heard from the judge. We searched his place, and it was obvious he hadn't packed for a vacation. We found evidence pointing us here. The body was in Cole's storage room, stuffed in a sack of potatoes.
What did Cole say?
Says he didn't do it. Claims somebody else put the body in there.
Do you believe him?
I don't know. Right now, I'm just glad he's not telling me an old woman ghost made him do it. Sorry, Miss Holliday. Can't let you in. Sheriff's in there.